Good morning, students. Welcome back to our online classes. And now, today onwards, we'll start our new chapter of grammar, that is chapter 4, pronoun. Now, pronoun students, you are studied from beginning, means you are not only studying today, but from beginning you are studying pronoun, okay? But today, we'll start with the kinds of pronoun. First of all, in short, what do you mean by pronoun? A very simple answer, the words which are used instead of a noun. Okay. Now let us come on the main and important topic, that is kinds of pronoun. See students, there are total 9 kinds of pronoun. Personal pronoun, possessive, reflexive, emphatic, interrogative, demonstrative, indefinite, distributive, and relative. Now, see, we'll study in detail about the kinds of pronoun. Now, your first is personal pronoun. See, in personal pronoun, you will study about the person or things. Means particular first person, second person, and third person. Okay. Now, the word I, me, mine are used for the single person, that is for the singular. And when it changes into plural, we use we, us, and ours. Now, if we talk about the second person, you'll use you or yours. And even in plurals, you will use you and yours. And third person, that is totally if we talk about someone else, we use he, him, his, she, and hers in singular noun. And in plural, you will use they, them, and theirs. Okay. Means the word I, we, you, he, she, they. It means which refers a person, thing, or things are called a personal pronoun. Okay. Now, your second is possessive pronoun. In possessive pronouns, you will possessive pronoun are used to express ownership. Ownership means your particular personal property or some other relationships are known as possessive pronouns. Okay, you can also say that for the ownership, or if we talk about the difference between possessive pronoun and adjective, you will find one major difference, that is possessive pronouns are used in place of nouns and adjectives are placed before noun. Okay. Now, here if we discriminate according to singular and plural, let me explain you few rules regarding singular and plural. Okay. We'll talk about both adjective also and pronoun also, both. Means in previous chapter you have studied about the possessive adjective. Possessive adjective I told you before also that they are placed before the nouns. And on other hand, pronouns they are used in the place of noun. This is the difference. Means adjectives before and nouns in place of noun. Got it? Now, according to the rules, if you talk, there are three persons in each and every sentence, that is first, second, and third. Now, rules of singular, I'll explain you that possessive adjectives you use my, your, his, her, and its. My you use for first person, your for second, and his, her, and its for third person. On other hand, if you talk about possessive pronouns, my will change in mine, your will change in yours, and his, her, and its. In pronoun, you will use only his and hers. It will not come. Okay, its will not be included. Now the next is plural. Plural, you know, you all are aware that plural means many. Okay, plural means many. So if you talk about adjective, in the first person you will use are, second you will use your, and third you will use their. And if you talk about possessive pronoun, Our will change into ours, your will change into yours, and their will change into theirs. Okay. These are few rules of possessive adjective and possessive pronouns. Once again, I'll remind you that if you talk about possessive adjectives, always remember that adjectives are placed before nouns, as well as on the other hand pronouns are used in place of noun. Is that clear? This is the major difference between possessive adjective and possessive pronouns. Now let us proceed to the third, that is reflexive pronoun. Now see, what do you mean by reflexive? Reflexive, it means that these pronouns are used when the doer of an action, that is subject, okay, the main subject, and on the other hand the receiver, that is your object. Subject, you all are aware that it is in the beginning of the sentence, that is your main matter or main person of the sentence. And object, it means with means for whom you are talking about, okay, that is the object. It refers to the same person or thing. Now the pronoun myself, itself, themselves are the example of reflexive pronoun. Now see, what if in short anyone asks you that what do you mean by reflexive pronoun? In a very short sentence you may say that when the doer of an action and its receiver, it refers to the same person or thing, means the subject or object, it refers to the same person, means I, myself, they, themselves. Got it? What do you mean it is I, myself? Means I am talking about myself, I, myself, and they, themselves. So these are themselves, myself, ourselves, yourselves are few examples of reflexive pronoun. Once again, I repeat, in short, if anyone asks you, what do you mean by reflexive pronoun? A very short answer for it is the doer of an action, that is subject, and its receiver. Both is related to the same person or it refers to the same person or a thing. Is that clear? And what are the examples? Myself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Okay. Now let us proceed to our next, that is emphatic. See, what do you mean by emphatic pronoun? In emphatic pronoun, it do not receive the action. Okay, means the actions are not received. They lend emphasis to some words in the sentence. It means, see, that suppose I myself prepared the program, means my here also there is a bit confusing manner, that see what is the discrimination of reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. See, in reflexive you will see that receiver refers to the same person, but here in emphatic pronoun it do not receive the action, means receiver do not receive the action. It lend emphasis to the words, means they lend it. Okay. And if you want in a easy way, you only remember that in this the sentences are used with the nouns or pronoun for the sake of emphasis. Okay, means these sentences are used only for the emphasis, it do not receive the action. Once again I am repeating, what is the discrimination between reflexive and emphatic? In reflexive, actions are received, and in emphatic, actions are not received, means pronoun do not receive the action. Is that clear? Now see, here few examples are I myself prepared the program, we ourselves organized the party, the building itself collapsed. Okay, or you may also say she herself drew this picture. Okay, she herself drew this picture. So these are the few examples of emphatic. Now Your next pronoun is interrogative pronoun. See, interrogative again, the same thing that words which substitute for noun. Okay, means where questions are asked are known as interrogative pronoun. Again, the same thing. Examples means who, what, which, and whose. Where you are having question mark, it's quite common for adjective also and for pronoun. Where you are having an question mark and where the questions are asked are known as interrogative pronoun. Okay. Now, your next is demonstrative pronoun. Here, demonstrative pronouns are used to point out the objects, okay, or objects to which it refers. Suppose, for example, this is an expensive watch. Those are my pet dogs. These are my favorite books. Or you may also say that that is a picturesque hill. This book is mine. Or these gloves are woolen. This bag is mine. So these are few examples where you point out the particular things, okay, are known as demonstrative pronoun, means where you point out the particular thing, object which it refers to, okay. And examples are this, these, that, and those, okay. Let us proceed to the seventh one, that is indefinite pronoun. See, indefinite pronouns means the pronouns which refers in a very general way. General way means it do not point out any particular or thing. Suppose if we say one must keep the promise. One may be anyone. Okay, anyone, anybody, somebody means which is said in quite common way. In a general way means in a common way. Suppose if you talk in a group, in a common you talk for everyone, or in a common in an assembly if you talk for each and every person, that is in a general way you are talking for everyone. You are not pointing out the particular person, place, animal, or thing, okay. And these kinds of pronouns are known as indefinite pronoun. Now, what are the few example words for indefinite pronoun? See, one, none, all, somebody, anybody, nobody, everybody, few, some, many are examples of indefinite pronoun. Is that clear? Now, below there are few examples. Please go through it, okay? Now, your next pronoun is distributive pronoun. What do you mean by distributive pronoun? See, students, distributive pronouns are those pronouns which show that person or things are taken one at a time or in a separate group. Means either in a separate group, or you may say that it is taken one in each time. Suppose each. Now each of these boys was given a prize. Now see, each of these boys means each and every. Okay. Now suppose if the options are given, if I say either do this work or you can do that work. So either means it is an option, you can say it is given. Or you may also say that it is your choice that either do this or do that. Neither. Neither means not a single book in this it is interesting. Just see the example what it is given. Neither of these book is interesting means not a single book is interesting. So distributive pronouns, you may say that it shows those distributive pronouns are those pronouns which shows that person or things are taken one at a time or in a separate group. Means each thing is taken in a particular one at a time or in a separate group, okay. Now see, one more thing I'll explain you in this. It is distributive pronouns are always singular, okay. What are distributive pronouns? Distributive pronouns are always singular and therefore they take a singular verb, okay. And when they are placed before the nouns, they become distributive adjectives, okay. when they are placed before the nouns, they become the distributive adjectives. This is all about distributive pronouns. Now, your last pronoun is relative pronoun. Relative pronoun means where the relations are described, okay? Or you may also say that the pronoun who, whom, whose, which, what, and that join two sentences and refer back to nouns going before them. Means where you will describe at last the particular noun or particular relations, or the nouns which comes before them are known as relative pronoun. See, give me only what he needs. Okay, means give him only what he needs, means whatever he needs, please give him. Or I got the wallet that was lost yesterday, means see, the wallet which was lost yesterday, I got it. Here the relation is mentioned in the sentence. Those pronouns are known as relative pronoun, means particular relations are mentioned, plus here two sentences are joined together. Where nouns it comes back before them are known as relative pronoun. Now see, the next example is I congratulated Vineet who stood first in exam. Means the boy named Vineet who stood first. Here the relation is shown between the boy and the exam. Okay, means he stood first in exam and you congratulated. So what word is joining the sentence? Who, and who shows the relation in the sentence. Now see, the next is the doctor whom you consulted yesterday is my cousin. Now the doctor whom means the doctor to whom you have consulted is my cousin, means there is a relation between the doctor and the cousin. Okay, when in the sentences the relation are mentioned are known as relative pronoun. And what are the examples for it? Who, whom, whose, which, what, and that. And one more important thing is where the two sentences are joined together back to the noun going before them are known as relative pronoun. Okay, so these are 9 kinds of pronoun. I hope you have understood it. If any doubts, please you can clarify it and you can ping me on my personal number. Now students, please go through this video. Then very soon I'll send you the exercises of the text. Please complete all these 3 chapters which we have completed in a week and send me on my personal number. Okay. Thank you.